upstairs.
Hi, I'm Shezz.
I'm Gav.
And this is our Beneteau Oceanis 430. We made our dream a reality. Welcome aboard to Astrid the Wombat. Hey guys, so what we thought we'd do would be a walkthrough of our boat. So our boat, Astrid the Wombat, is a 1990 Beneteau Oceanis 430. It's the owner's version. They did a charter version as well that had more cabins, so ours is an owner version. So thought we might walk you through, show you all the systems that are on board and the setup. Okay, so this is the main saloon. So you can see it's really big. These boats are really beany, which is what made us buy one. We love the age of them as well because they were just built. They're so bloody solid. So they're built to cross oceans. They're built for all of that stuff. And obviously you come down the companionway here. The engine is in behind the stairs, so these stairs lift up. And the engine's in there, really easy access to get to the engine. You can also get to the engine through here. This is the port aft cabin. So it's here. Ours has got a dehumidifier sitting in the sink at the moment, but Beneteau made these cabins with sinks. You can see the mirror there, and there's full hanging space behind here, hanging to hang your clothes. It drops all the way down. There's also cupboards under here, shelves and stuff in them, so there's heaps of storage space there. And you've got a nice shelf up beside the bed. It's a V-berth bed, and here you've got more cupboards, space for stuff to store in here, and more cupboards there. Underneath the bed, and you can see comes up to, well, my knee. That's how deep it is. That's all storage space underneath the bed as well, so so much storage on here. And then just inside the door in this port aft cabin is this opening here, and that opening you can get into the engine that way as well, so you've got access all around the engine, which is really awesome. You're not struggling to get to the engine at all. So that's the port aft. I'm back into the saloon here, and I just want to talk a little bit about the saloon. So we will be doing a few things in here, but to start with, ours came with 2 tables, so there's a second one built. So this is obviously the large table. You can easily seat 6 around this. It lifts up here at the bottom, and we've got another table that's about half of this size that you can put in if you want more room around here. Gav's working at getting this so that it will drop down even with the couch here, and then we can put a mattress across, and that way when we're under passage we can sleep just here instead of being up near the bow. So that's one of the changes that we'll make. Just going to divert from the main saloon for a second and show you the starboard aft cabin. So it's been converted into, we call it the shed. It's Gav's favourite place. So we have a workshop bench here with everything. Heaps of space for workshop stuff. We've got everything here. It's our grab bag with EPIRBs and everything in it, but all the stuff we need is all under here. This is our solar inverter, controller and all that sort of stuff. So we've got 400 or 500 amp hours of lithium battery, of a solar, and we have wind generation as well on board. So yeah, everything's, all the controllers for that are in here. We can easily and quickly convert this back into another aft cabin though to sleep in if needed. But for us, we've got one cabin that people can stay in, and then also the saloon. So this is much better kept for a storage space for us with all the stuff in it. But yeah, so this is the shed. Okay, walking out of the shed now, back into the saloon. Just want to show you a few little things. Behind the door here is the Nav Station. So it has a desk. The desk lifts up here and we can store a whole lot of stuff underneath. We've also got cupboards here. Another drawer. There's storage all the way along there. Also underneath this couch here, at this end of the couch, we've got the water maker is in there. It's in underneath there and screwed down, so it sits in that first part of the settee is taken up underneath with the water maker, but there's cupboards all behind. So let me see if I can show you. So we've got storage space all behind there as well. So that's pretty cool. There's water pump is at the end there, underneath there. Underneath here we've got storage space, hot water system, and the compressor for the freezer that all sit under there, but there's heaps of space as well. And in the floor here, all of this floor lifts up. We can lift it all up in sections, and every section has storage underneath it. So yeah, this boat has got, we're still finding hidey holes all around the place to store stuff, which is exactly what you want. Okay, we've got a Dometic fridge here, and there's space above here as well. We're going to probably get some net to hang here. Can't put too much on top of the fridge because we've got vent holes down the end there, so it can breathe. It's in here quite tight. We've got a gas stove here, so cooktop as well as gas oven, and you can see it's on a gimbal. Lots of space. We've got a microwave up behind there. We've got a lot of drawers here, cupboards in the kitchen. Sitting underneath here is a wine, this is a wine cellar here. The French know how to do it well, but there's a wooden wine rack in there to keep all your wine bottles, which is awesome. It's really deep too. It goes right down the back of the sink there. Currently just defrosting our freezer. One of the things we need to get, we're going to get a new compressor, and they're going to redo the inside here so that it circulates better. It's just old, that's all. But it is huge, so it's going to be fantastic when we take off. And up behind it there's more cupboards as well, so cupboards everywhere. Floor can be lifted up. We've got bilge pumps in this bit here. We've got a whiteboard up here for our to-do list. Sorry, our rubbish bag's hanging there. We've just come back from being away. This is the guest bathroom, which we're currently renovating. So there's a new toilet there that's just got cushions around because we've been out sailing, but Gav's in the process. We've pulled the old one out and we're going to put the new one in. And then there's a shower, vanity, everything in here. Lots of space. So yeah, that's the guest head. And then into the master cabin. It does have a door, the master cabin. We've just taken it off because we get better airflow and it's just us on the boat. And I've made a curtain that hangs here as well, that we can put there if people are staying, but we just find it a bit easier without the door. But this is our master cabin. So it's a really big bed, heaps of room for us in here, and we've got shelves. One thing I love that Beneteau do very well is look after the wine drinkers. So look at this, a wine holder. There's one on each side of the bed, so you can lie in bed and drink wine. It's pretty cool. So yeah, here it is. We've got to paint the roof over there. It's one of our projects, but it's a really big bed. And again, so much storage. So there's a cupboard up there behind the fan, shelves in here, shelving all the way along beside the bed. We've got drawers down here, drawers under the bed. There's a mirror here. Oh, hello. With shelving and a whole lot more drawers. And these drawers are really deep, like you can see it's my hand. They're very deep drawers. And this is our mast here coming down. And then it goes into that runs into a bilge. We've got bilge under. All of this flooring lifts up so we can store things underneath. We have a little couch in the corner, which I love, and underneath the couch here is all storage as well. We've got these cupboards here, which have got heaps of space as well, and then you've got more shelving up here too. Also in our room we've got our own head. So this is it here, the master ensuite. And you've got shower here. You've got your vanity unit, and again, so much storage. So behind the, got my finger stuck in here the other day, so let me just, there. You've got all of this cupboard space which runs all the way along both sides. You've got more cupboard space underneath there. You've got a big cupboard in here for storage, and you've got the head or the toilet here as well. So we'll eventually replace this toilet with the same one that we're putting in the other one, which is a full size, really nice new toilet. But that one's working really well, so while it's working, we're not gonna change it. But that's the master. So walking out of the master now, and we're back in the main saloon, and there's Gav at the end there in the shed. So back in the main saloon, I think I've covered all the systems in here. Oh, you didn't show a whole lot on the Nav Station, but we've got all of our switches and stuff here, radios there. We've got a fusion stereo unit that is has multiple points, so you can have it just playing inside, just playing up on the deck, or playing in both. Say hi. Hi. Which is really cool, and I'll show you upstairs now. Okay, so we are up in the cockpit. It's a really big cockpit. We slept in this cockpit, I can't tell you how many nights, bringing the boat back from Townsville when the weather was really bad. There were 4 of us on board, and we would actually be able to sleep here in the cockpit. So we would sleep along here. You can see how big it is. I'm not even sitting at the end yet. But we've got a transom over the back there, steps that go down, which make it really good for swimming, or we're scuba divers, so getting gear up and down as well is really good. We also have a folding steering wheel. It's got the cover on at the moment, but it folds in, which gives us room to get around the outside of it. The table up here folds out, so this folds out like that, so there's heaps of room for people to sit around the outside. And underneath the cushions are the lazarettes. So we've got huge lazarettes on both the starboard and port side here, and then we've got more lazarettes over the back and underneath. We've got dinghy davits up there that our Sirocco's hanging from, and we've got a wind generator that is up the top up here, and obviously barbecue sits right here. The way that our lines are set up, everything can be done within the cockpit, so unless something goes wrong, we don't have to leave the cockpit, which keeps us really safe. And we've got these amazing clears and everything at the front too. Okay, I'll just quickly show you up front so you can see that, and then I think we're pretty much done with the tour. It's the sort of stuff we were looking for when we were looking at boats. We'd go on YouTube to look for walkthroughs, so hopefully it's helping someone. Heaps of deck space out here. Ours has been fiberglassed in the skylight here. The skylights on these notoriously leak, so we were stoked that it had been fiberglassed. Also, where we live is really hot, and the skylights just make them a lot hotter inside, so this has cooled down the inside considerably, and it looks really good. Gives us more usable space on deck as well. But yeah, stacks of space out here. We can fit bean bags and all that sort of stuff, and you can see there Gav's cleaning, but you can see the size of this boat. It is really big. We've got at the front here, there's a huge big locker here. Gav can stand up in it. He's about 6'2", and it's massive. We've got spare sails, fenders, chain, everything you can imagine. It is an enormous front hold for storage. So it's right there, and then the anchor the anchor holders at the front here with our anchor. We have 100 meters of chain, and we run a windlass, which has a remote to be used on that, so that's good as well. Yeah, electronics, we've got all the latest Raymarine. Actually went to the Century Cove boat show and looked at the Raymarine stuff. There's nothing that we can get because we have everything, and it's all the latest, including 3D Doppler, which is awesome, and obviously AIS, etc, etc. So yeah, we are really geared up with everything. Oh, there's our wind vane. Yeah. Currently not turning. We think there's some plastic in it. Oh yeah, the latest in conduit. Let me show you this. So right behind Gav there is conduit, which came back all the way from Townsville with us on our first sail. It had all our fishing gear in it on the side there, and it's never come off the deck. In the worst conditions ever, that bit of conduit stays. It actually has nothing in it now, and we're just leaving it there because yeah, it's become a thing, so we keep it there. The final thing I want to show you is how much shade we have on this boat. So here's our clears that run right along there, and we have shade all the way to the back, and then we have drop down shade all the way around here. So it is incredible, and for where we live, so necessary in Australia. The skin cancer rate's high. I have skin cancer. It's like, you know, we were looking for something with shade, but more than that, we wanted something with shade that Gav could walk under without having to duck down. And so many of these Biminis and Dodgers, you've got to duck if you're tall. He can walk all the way around here with no problem whatsoever. The middle section here can unzip. You can take that whole bit out so that you can get better visibility when you're going along. We haven't really needed to. You've got such great visibility from this boat that we've not needed to do that. So we just keep it all done up all the time. And yeah, that's about it. We have a boom tent that goes across the front that I just made and installed. There'll be a separate episode on that. But we love this boat. We looked at boats for 2 years and then came across these and decided that, yeah, we could easily see ourselves living on them. There's just so much space. They are so big inside, and every time someone comes on board, first thing they say is, oh my God, I can't believe how big this is, when they go down downstairs. So yeah, we are stoked. Oh, I should have mentioned it's a 54 horsepower Yanmar engine on this. It's a new engine when we bought it. Everything's pretty new on ours. Sails, rigging, only 2 years old. The water maker has been fully installed but not yet commissioned, so it's brand new. And yeah, the engine's brand new, so yeah, we lucked out. It is really great. We love this boat. If you want to know any more about it, please feel free to comment and reach out to us. Happy to, if you need us to film something else for you, if you're in purchasing or whatever, or you've got questions, please reach out. But just again, it's a 1990 Beneteau Oceanis 430 owner's version. That's it. See you guys. If you like this episode and it was helpful for you, please hit the thumbs up, like button, leave us a comment and hit subscribe. That helps us so much for us to get away and explore the world. So thank you so much, guys. See ya.